Doña Maravilla hates when bad magic steals color from good business. Tia Ramira knows when colors in old photos weaken, something in the stories is being stolen.
Nico Alvarez feels something is wrong with the festival this year, but curiosity still wants to see more.
Nico Alvarez thinks adventure tastes better than dinner again, and Tia Ramira does not agree.
If the festival is losing its colors, maybe the stories are getting sick too.
Elias feels something chewing on memory and paint. This is not natural decay.
Don Sereno jokes about many things, but not when songs start losing flavor.
Abuela Rosita knows when a family's memory is losing color, someone must repaint it with courage. Doña Maravilla can push the gray away for a moment, but something stronger is pulling it back.
If the dead are losing color, Tia Ramira will not sit and stir sauce in silence.
If the dead are losing their colors there, they might be losing their stories here too.
Elias confirms it. The city's stories are being drained like ink from a page.
If stories are fading, then Don Sereno volunteers as emergency narrator.
Abuela Rosita agrees. If colors are running away, then music must chase them back. Doña Maravilla insists that someone find who is stealing color before the whole city sends complaints. If the dead are fading in their own pictures, the living must not ignore the whisper.
Nico Alvarez hears another city singing underneath this one.
Elias sees the living cemetery being tied into this draining, like a leaf caught in the same river.
Don Sereno believes we need a living heart in this story before the ending goes completely colorless.
Abuela Rosita hears a brave little heartbeat on the other side of the river. Doña Maravilla suggests we invite that brave heartbeat here before something else does. Tia Ramira feels the door between worlds stirring again, and this time it did not ask permission.
If a door wants to open, Nico Alvarez at least wants to see who is knocking.
Elias calls gently, not to kidnap, but to invite courage to where help is needed.
Don Sereno hears footsteps on the other side of the song and will play the welcome.
Abuela Rosita will play softly, so the living child does not arrive frightened. Doña Maravilla will handle the rules, while the music handles the miracle. If this door opens, Tia Ramira will walk with Nico Alvarez, not behind.
Okay, if the stories invite Nico Alvarez in person, Nico Alvarez will not ignore them.
Elias feels not one, but two living heartbeats accepting the invitation.
Don Sereno welcomes tonight's surprise guests. Please land gracefully.
Abuela Rosita senses family love traveling with these visitors. This is good. Doña Maravilla declares that if the living arrive, they will arrive under supervision.
Nico Alvarez definitely did not plan to come this far.
Tia Ramira demands to know which of you bones is responsible for this kidnapping of family.
Elias did not plan to kidnap Tia Ramira or Nico Alvarez. Elias called for help, and the brave answered too strongly.
Don Sereno admits the landing was dramatic, but promises the intention was honorable.
Abuela Rosita thinks explanations sound better when everyone is breathing slowly, living or not.
Doña Maravilla can work with this kind of courage, even if it arrived without paperwork.
Tia Ramira will listen to your problem, but only if Nico Alvarez is promised a safe path home afterward.
If this place is losing its colors, maybe Nico Alvarez can help paint them back.
Elias believes something is devouring stories and color at their roots, and it reaches into both worlds.
Even Don Sereno's songs sound thinner when the city forgets its own verses.
Abuela Rosita thinks this city's color needs something only the living can carry: fresh memory. Doña Maravilla does not like bending rules, but she hates watching her city fade even more. Tia Ramira will help protect this city if this city helps protect her family.
Nico Alvarez wants the stories to stay bright on both sides of the gate.
Elias has found the source, a hollow where the city's brightest stories once converged.
Don Sereno remembers that place. It used to be the Plaza of First Stories. Now no one goes there.
Abuela Rosita remembers when families thought their families bright. Doña Maravilla will guide this group through every shortcut the officials forgot. If this was once a place for first stories, then family belongs there as much as anyone.
If we walk this way first, maybe the city can remember happy things on the journey.
Elias considers this a wise choice. Let the city drink its joy before we face its hunger. Don Sereno declares tonight's night's mission a moving concert tour with bonus heroics.
Abuela Rosita will walk close so fear never gets. Doña Maravilla officially opens this procession to the Plaza of First Stories. Tia Ramira does not know this place, but it feels like it has been waiting for someone like Nico.
Maybe the city feels braver when we walk through it together.
Elias admits this city has more strength in its joy than in its rules. Don Sereno offers a quick, color-restoring performance before we face the shadows.
Abuela Rosita feels the city remembering itself with every chorus. Doña Maravilla approves. This is how business should look before we walk into danger. Tia Ramira will admit, this place sings almost as beautifully as our own plaza.
If stories feel this good, Nico Alvarez never wants them to fade again.
Elias believes the city is ready now. We must go where songs cannot yet reach.
Don Sereno thanks the audience. And now, escorts our heroes into the city's oldest memory.
Abuela Rosita reminds everyone that even small songs can echo loudly in lonely places. Doña Maravilla officially forbids this street from swallowing anyone's courage. Tia Ramira admits being afraid, but will not turn back while Nico walks forward.
If the city is scared, maybe it needs someone small to walk first.
Elias recognizes this pattern. This is the outer ring of the Plaza of First Stories.
Don Sereno has never heard the city this quiet. It feels like someone pressed pause on its heart.
Abuela Rosita hears distant voices who used to bring their first stories here. They are whispering for help. Doña Maravilla will take the steepest road. old secrets like to hide where knees complain. Tia Ramira has chased children up worse hills for less important reasons.
If the first stories live up there, Nico Alvarez wants to hear them before they disappear.
Elias promises that as long as this staff touches the path, it will not swallow any of us.
Don Sereno can be dramatic, but not dramatic enough to roll back down these stairs.
Abuela Rosita knows. Tired footsteps can still climb. Doña Maravilla does not like this silence. The place smells like abandoned promises. Tia Ramira thinks this place knows our world better than we knew.
If even one flower refuses to fade, maybe the stories can grow back from there.
Elias feels the devouring root there, in the deepest crack where stories used to start.
Don Sereno sees that the stage is empty, and that is the saddest sight in any world.
Abuela Rosita believes it is time. We walk onto that empty stage together. Doña Maravilla will step first, so the plaza remembers its manners. Tia Ramira has walked into quiet rooms before, but never one that forgot how to breathe.
The colors are still here. They're just hiding under the heavy parts.
Elias confirms. Something is feeding on every first story that was ever laid here.
Don Sereno believes maybe this hungry thing has never tasted a living story before.
Abuela Rosita thinks this plaza needs to hear one honest story from start to end. Doña Maravilla will keep watch while the story is told. No one interrupts this. If this place eats first stories, then let it hear ours and choke on love.
Nico Alvarez will tell this plaza about a boy who almost forgot to honor dinner for adventure.
Elias feels the hunger listening. This is our chance.
Don Sereno will play softly underneath your words, so they walk deeper.
Abuela Rosita will make sure no word falls alone. Doña Maravilla will make sure this moment belongs only to us and the stories. Tia Ramira is listening too.
This is the first story that belongs to Nico Alvarez and Tia Ramira together.
Elias feels the hunger shrinking. It cannot swallow a story shared by both worlds.
Don Sereno gladly surrenders his spotlight to this new storyteller.
Abuela Rosita thanks the little living voice that reminded the plaza how to listen. Doña Maravilla approves of this result. No refunds necessary. Tia Ramira will never again say that stories are only for children.
Nico Alvarez is glad he broke the dinner rule just this once.
Elias has learned tonight that some problems in the city of the dead require living courage to mend.
Don Sereno dedicates tonight's concert to the boy who argued with fading and won.
Abuela Rosita will keep this story in the city's lullabies, so it never fades again. Doña Maravilla will record tonight as profit for both hearts and business. Tia Ramira trusts Elias to call only when both worlds truly need each other. Nico Alvarez loves this city, but home is still calling.
Elias has fashioned a quieter bridge home, woven from tonight's shared story.
Don Sereno expects that, when Nico Alvarez tells this story, the dramatic parts stay very dramatic.
Abuela Rosita will listen on this side when Tia Ramira sings your story on that side. Doña Maravilla is honored that living courage chose her plaza tonight. Tia Ramira will carry this night carefully, like a bowl of soup too precious to spill.
Nico Alvarez will keep the stories bright so the colors never get stolen again.
Don Sereno presents a new ballad, The Boy Who Painted the Plaza Back.
Abuela Rosita is content, knowing the same song. Doña Maravilla will keep an eye on the colors, but tonight, they dance.
Nico Alvarez knows now that when the living tell stories right, the dead feel more alive too.
Tia Ramira will keep telling this story so no one forgets that love and memory can repaint any fading world.